Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Piet. You're watching Piet J. Cooper the Model Builder. Yes, the gull wing of Mercedes 300 SL, and we're going on with that, and we're starting with the stage 48. And let's see how many we can do, and until I come to a point where I think it's too much, too long, and so on. But hope you enjoy it. Please like, subscribe, and pass it on. And let's see what we do in 48. I don't think there's a lot to do, but let's have a quick look. So let's see. We push that into that point, and this one right here, and then we put it DP on the other side. Might as well put a bit of glue. That would have been enough. There we go. Okay, there we go. That's the first one in. Then the next one is this one. And have a look. There's an orientation lug or point or something like that. There is something to make. There's a little edge there that helps you orientate it properly. There we go. My goodness. This is just not easy to put on. And that is what we should have. Let me zoom that in a bit more. That is what we should have. Let's put that to the side and see what we do next. We're going to 49. We've got a switch and a button that we are going to put on. Careful with that last one, because that is a very tiny part. And we've got some more screws here, MPs and EPs. So let's get those out and see. That's the button. That's the switch. Working fine. All right. We're putting it on like so. Have a look at that. Orientation is that to be up and so on. I think we need to fetch something from the box. Where is the box? Speedometer. We've got the speedometer right there. And we need more. And there it is. All right, we need that one from a long time ago. We need this one from just now. Yep. All right, we put that button in. So we now have these two in, button there and the speedometer there. And they fall out quite easily, so be careful. Okay, hold it like that without. Wow, that jumped out. Yep. And we're going to put it on like so. Let's start on the switch side, which is an EP, because that will keep that switch in, and that very tiny button, if it works, and that one, and that is what we should have. Let's test this. There's that little thing that works as a button. I think we're getting that one out. Nope. I'm gonna leave that mirror out because it keeps falling out. The flat side needs to be on the lower side, and that's the flat side. That is how you know what the orientation should be like. And MPs are going in. So we put that one in with the flat side to the lower, towards the bottom of the car. All right. Next one is this one without doing any bad to it. All right. The indicator and the windscreen wiper thing are on. And that's it for this stage. Yep. So we're going to put that to the side. That steering wheel we're not going to put on yet. We're going to do that in a little later stage. Okay, 50 then. And there we go. That is in there as well. Okay, we've got these parts and then a little bit of screws. And we're going to be putting this on the back of the Make sure that this tab is towards the front. And now we're going to put HPs in there. And that's in. Now we're going to get the car out, because we're putting a steering rod in. I think that's the easiest thing to do, guys. So I need to get it through a point right there into the chassis, but that is in the way. All that to get a steering column in. Okay, it's in. Ooh. So I'm going to put the suitcases away, otherwise they fall out again, in and out again and again. So we're screwing down the steering column now to the steering mechanism. This is a flange screw called a VM. Alright, that one's on. Now that one needs to be on as well. Alright, we put that one on with that steering column, and you'll see that all the way to the other side. And yeah, it's all in neatly. As you can see here, this is the steering column and it turns properly. Sorry, got a little bit frustrated. Alright, so we're gonna get this thing out. We're putting it there and putting that cable through right there. There we go, right there. And then we put those on those points that you see right there, and we are going to put CMs in there, and we are putting 4 of them in. We're going to finish this off. This is not working as CM on the inside and GM on the outside. Okay, let's put the GM on the outside in first. That's this one. Let's go straight through. Both screws are not working. Screws are not working. They're way too big. Let's try it on this side. CM on the inside. A button came out. Let's put a bit of my favorite glue in that. Alright. That one side is going well. Now let's see what this one does. Alright, let's turn it to the other side, because I now see what's going on. So let's get a GM out and put that right there. That's now going in. Okay, and the inside was a CM. It should be a CM. Now it's working. No, it's not. But it's staying in, so I'm going to leave it like that. Okay, we've got 2 more, and I need to have a good look at that, and I'll take you along. That must be something like from that point to that point there. And that's the right hand side, and this is the left hand side though, so this should work on this side. There we go, that's 1 in. And let's see, top one should be G, and the other one should be C again. So have a look on it on the back there, as you can, don't know if you can see that, but there is a letter on it, right, whether that be the left hand side or the right hand side. So we turn that a little bit and not all the way, so we can get to the other screw. I'm going to try the other side first. Okay, well that side is in. Let's see if we can fix this other side, because it's not working on this side. Alright, let me just show you. Connecting that one to the point that is there is really hard. On this side, I got it in quite easily, on this side it was hard. What I suggest you do is you push it in from this side, this rod, and connect that one, the lower one first, and then connect it to the dashboard. Then it will work. And I'm going to leave these off and put those there and see. So that's what we have done today. Oh my goodness, guys, We put the dashboard on, all that frame behind the dashboard, all the things on the dashboard. We put those two in that are really hard to put in. We put the steering rod in. That's it for today. Thank you very much for joining me again. Yes, it was a hard one to do, especially with those rods that are here that need to go from the frame for the dashboard towards the frame itself. It's really hard. I suggest you take your time and what I said, screw in the lower part of it on the chassis first and then onto the frame for the dashboard. Otherwise it will not work, and you can push the higher bit quite easy, so that's no problem. That should fix that and fix it to the whole frame. Thank you very much for joining me again. Please like, subscribe and pass it on, and join me next time when I do some more on this one or any of those that you see in the background or on my channel. Thank you very much. I really hope to see you next time.